Hey guys, so we're gonna do a second reading. Now I know when I went live, I said I had a reading uploaded that I was gonna or uploading that I was gonna upload for the Eliza Fletcher case. A couple things here that I kind of sat on. One, when I was gonna go to upload it, it wasn't finished uploading, and so I kind of sat there and I'm like, maybe I should hold off on it. Just something said hold off. Now I just want to say though, in the video, whatever I did, I don't remember. I flipped cards over something. I did not, no pointing fingers, and I still have not done that. I still feel it out and mainly try to focus maybe location. Some things still feel obviously with her, having a lot of money, which we found out later that that was confirmed. More news came out. I definitely feel came from money. And like I said, I admitted even in the live, I'm going to be a little biased on that because I hear the word philanthropist. That was before I knew who the grandfather was, how prominent this family was, certain things like that going on. So it's, it kind of feel maybe somebody's hired, and things like that. But I'm still just feeling it out. But there's other things coming up. We do have an arrest. Let's talk about it. But the reason I'm going to read a little more direct on my read, and this is why and what I want to do, because I know there are a lot of people who are very confused because some people were there's rumors going on. You know how true crime groups can go, and I really try to not be influenced and stay out of that. That's why I never, when I do my initial read, look at any true crime groups, because I know how people, there are a mix of good intuitives, and then there are people that are just ordinary speculating. Though I do believe everyone has ability. Let's put it that way. I do. So there can be some still good info. But one thing that groups, the reason why I do like to look it up is sometimes there are local people that get info before others, all kinds of stuff. So there can be some good stuff, but you got to wade through a lot of theories and rumors and gossip. And that also, I'm also aware that rumors and gossip can influence a tarot read. Not maybe that something is actual, but rumors, if they become prominent and can fly, can influence it and pop up in there, especially if there's a lot of chatter on an issue and everything. I still have got to figure, though, that hangman energy, that could be because perspective, look at a different perspective, not what everybody, I guess what we could say is the general perspective, the usual idea of what something is about, which I could say a lot of times people focus on husband and things like that, right? Now, I also could just, let me just, I'm not saying it's all this, I'm just saying, it maybe there's a hire, but it's not the husband, maybe it's somebody else, just all kind of weird things that we can look at this. But definitely, it is unusual. There's a kidnapping, and this person comes for money. Now, this is the one thing that sticks with me. I'm not saying an essay has not happened, though. I felt, I just couldn't feel that this is all about a straight essay. Would be unusual, though that could be. Maybe I'm off on that, and it could be. Lust card maybe means that. I know, though, opportunity, like a lot of people are saying, crime of opportunity. The Ace of Wands opportunity did pop up in the read. Oh, definitely there was an opportunity with her jogging in the morning, which, let me just say for the record, I am very frustrated that there are people, I know why they're saying it, and maybe people mean well. Maybe people mean well. But saying she should not have been jogging it that morning, it's dangerous. And maybe Memphis is not the safest place. Um, you know, and it's, I know it's not necessarily victim blaming, but in some ways it is, in the sense that a woman, if she wants to get up and jog at 4 in the morning, should be able to do that without getting snatched. Okay? But I also, like I said, I don't think people are trying to victim blame, but saying in this day, in this age, in this world, you should not do it because there's too many wackos out there. I think that's what people are trying to say, especially it's both women and men saying that. And they're like, what was she thinking, jogging at that time, and this place is not safe, and but at the same time, it's a frustrating situation. One, she should be able to, go on a routine and jog, and but at the same time they're not wrong in the sense we got to be safe because there are wackos out there. That's true. They're both technically true, but damn it, being a woman jogging, it's very frustrating. Let me take a sip of coffee. The reason why I'm going to do this read though, one thing is I know there has been a look at the husband there and everything, and definitely certain things maybe popping up the connection. Like I said, sometimes if there's certain things it could, people get accused, that kind of thing. I know I end with the hangman perspective. It also can be slowed down, things get suspended. Also, like if this guy won't talk and we can't find the body, though I'll tell you a few things here. These these guys are moving fast, quick. They're doing, the cops are amazing job. But I also look, why is the FBI in there? Okay, so this is why. Now I know maybe friends in high places don't want the FBI. There's people, lawyer. I think there's some lawyers in the family. There's just various things there, and that could be why that they could get them. But normally the FBI they take on certain cases. Maybe if there's some federal things or this, it's not always easy to get them involved. For the fact they got involved right away, and now it could be, hey, this lady is really, really rich. This could turn into a ransom thing. Which, if there is a ransom thing, then yes, that's when they get involved. So it could be maybe preparation in case it was. That could be maybe why they got involved so fast. Maybe. Now I know a lot of people are saying, well, why did they go to the house? Why did they? And I think I did say somewhere in there that could be a routine thing. Maybe taking your car. The garden shears, I know a lot of people is confused. Now I know 10 to life. I want to be careful saying it, but said, what if they were taking the fingers, so it can't, but why? How would they be put back in the house? That is where I have no clue. I'm totally confused with anyone why garden shears would be taken. That I'm going to say I'm kind of thrown by that. So I'm just going to set that to the side to not confuse myself. We don't know exactly why and all certain things are done. And of course they're keeping tight-lipped on certain things, but still they want the public, anybody if the public knows anything, finding her. And it looks like a brother of the person that was arrested did tell up. And I think for my little, I didn't show it for my little deck that I handmade. I did pull a brother card, but that's another story to be told another time. I did not show you guys, so I'm not. I'm not gonna make no claims to fame on that thing. But I do want to do the read for this. If hubby is innocent, I want to see if tarot will show it. Okay, just as a reader, I'm not saying I could stop all all the true crimes from believing it, if he is. But I do want to look at that innocence. But it's still, I guess this is where I'm at, and I'm not, I haven't thrown cards yet. It just didn't feel a straight essay, though it certainly could be with the lust card there. Maybe it has nothing to do with the nanny. Maybe it has, but I did notice it next to the Six of Cups card, so it's kind of weird. But like I said, that could have been just, hey, rumor. It could reflect what a lot of people are talking about. I'm not even worried. I wasn't even worried about that issue. I was more concerned that, hey, there's money here that's popping up in her position. But that could be also because there's a lot of talk about it as well. Though I still feel it is actual trouble in paradise. There's challenges in the connection, but that also could be being reflective because over the years, that's an issue. And the Seven of Cups, like I said, there's talk of drug issue. I know people are saying drug debt. It doesn't mean there was one at all. And at the same time, if somebody has lots of money, are they going to rough neighborhoods to get the stuff if they got money? That's not always the case. So just think of celebrities. Where do they get theirs? They usually make a phone call. Somebody brings it down. There's, I don't know, there are various other ways and stuff. So, and I know a lot of people have seen, the fact the family is there and he's standing there with them is saying something and everything. A lot of people, he does seem distraught. And other people say, well, I didn't see tears, but he keeps wiping his eyes. He looks like he's been, that interview, he looked like he'd been up all night. Okay, up all night. And the one thing I considered is, what could he have possibly gotten involved with some people, and he's scared that this is some kind of retaliation or this or that. I definitely didn't feel he drove up. I knew that. I definitely felt this is somebody, she probably didn't know, a kind of some kind of situation. But I do want to at least try to I want to kind of clear all that out and everything. Is the husband in the clear, innocent, had, and everything. And but this is the one thing, and this is what I'm kind of, I'm not, I'm not saying an essay does not happen, but the original reason this person went to jail, let's talk about it. And this is why I'm like, I still feel this could be a money motivated situation. Could this be a kidnapping? I was going to do a ransom gone wrong. Okay, so this is NBC News. DNA from sandals of the still missing jogger lead police to arrest. So somehow this guy goes through this whole kerfuffle, and he lost his sandals. They were slip-on slides, champion slides. Okay. DNA from Eliza Fletcher's. Oh no, these are hers. They're saying. I'm sorry. DNA from Eliza Fletcher's sandals has led police to charge a suspect. I'm sorry. They apparently they're hers. I thought somebody, like I said, just don't even listen. To charge a suspect in connection with the jogger who went missing while running near the University of Memphis on Friday. Police said, and their name is Cleotha Abston, 38, has been charged with especially aggravated kidnapping and tampering with evidence. So far, obviously, there's nobody. Is she still with us? I would, God, I'd hope so. It's not looking good, though. Okay, the Memphis Police Department said in a statement Sunday. So they did finally make a statement. Eliza Fletcher, 34, who disappeared, was abducted, okay, is what they should say, while on a 4 a.m. run, has not been located at this time. And this is one of the main things. I'm going to still try to, I really felt like fighting with keywords, but I feel like I'm all over the map. A pair of champion slide sandals recovered from the area Fletcher was kidnapped contained DNA matching that of Abston, according to an affidavit. So, but I still wonder if someone else is in the vehicle. But I believe there's a second arrest. We'll look at that. Let's see. So, video surveillance from the kidnapping scene shows a black GMC Terrain. This might be his mother's. There's still, okay, passing and then waiting for the victim to run by. According to the document, a male then exited the car, ran aggressively toward Fletcher, and forced her into the passenger seat. During this abduction, there appeared to be a struggle. According to the document, the champion slide sandals were found in this area. The vehicle then sat in the parking lot with the victim inside for approximately 4 minutes before it drove off. So even when she's in there, they were in there for about 4 minutes. Okay. Cellular records obtained by investigators also allegedly determined that Abson's cell phone was near the site. So there's a whole lot. I mean, we know this is the person. Officers arrested Abson on Saturday after locating the GMC Terrain with a matching license plate number in the parking lot by Abson's residence. According to affidavit, Abson attempted to flee but was ultimately taken into custody. Cleotha Abson's brother, Mario Abson, 36, was also arrested, but he's not believed to be connected to the abduction at this time. He was charged with drug and firearms offenses. So this sounds like a different thing. And then it says police said Abson declined to tell investigators if he knew of Fletcher's location. So he's not talking. Investigators believe Fletcher suffered serious injury due to the violent nature of the abduction, and that based off witness statements, the injuries left evidence like blood in Abson's car. So we're concerned about that. Abson will have a video arraignment on September 6th. Now, I almost forgot to mention, at the end of the other video, I put up a note. I rolled 2 Capricorn dice, and I was like, I was trying to figure out when is the moon in Capricorn. Something was telling me, look, the moon will be in Capricorn the 5th and the 6th. That's 2 Capricorn dice. And also I rolled a 3 and a 6. So, and this is all happening fast. What is today? The 4th. So maybe the 5th, 6th, we could find her. Is what I'm hoping could possibly mean. Okay, so that was pretty dead on. At least the dice when it comes to time, and say the moon's in Capricorn, during this time, that it rolled accurate. But hopefully she will be found during this time. Investigators are continuing to search for the mother of two who went missing early Friday morning, according to police department statement. Remains to be active and ongoing, but I know there's somebody else that's been arrested. In an earlier statement, unless maybe it is just, I don't know. In an earlier statement, police said Fletcher's personal items had been recovered. At the time of kidnapping, she was wearing purple jogging shorts and a pink top. Saturday, family members who called her Eliza released a statement read by Fletcher's uncle, Michael Keating. I'm sure some of you that are following saw that. Eliza touched the hearts of many people, he said, noting an outpouring of support and goodwill. The whole community and stuff. Where anything we want Eliza to be returned, and then they put a reward. I know that. Let me just say, I know some of the people have said, if they come for money, why put up such a small reward? You know, don't judge the family on that. They could have been instructed to do that. Okay. I don't think that I know they would pay probably anything together to find her, whatever it took. They were probably instructed, maybe to start there or just put that up, or anything. So let's not judge folks and maybe even insinuate they're being cheapskates. I just don't get that impression. The main thing I want to kind of focus on. Certainly, if I can do better on keywords, I really want to. Now, somebody did comment on my page where I put my video, because I always put my YouTubes on my page on Facebook. Said something about maybe Shelby Park, I believe, is something, or there's a Shelby Forest. They said it's the north end of Memphis, and maybe it's north of some of this downtown. So just something they said. They did comment to let me know they live in the area, is something they pointed out. And she said she knew what I was saying, describing some things, which, like I said, I don't know the area. But I do want to try, if possible, I'm going to try maybe to put to rest, not that I can, maybe people watching, let's put it that way, a little bit of things, if husband has any connection to these people. But one of the things they were saying is it looks like there was a lawyer. Let's talk about why he was arrested. He just got out of jail after a 20-year sentence. So this guy got arrested when he was 16. And he was arrested for kidnapping. So he's kidnapped before at 16, a lawyer, I believe, at gunpoint, and put him in a trunk of a car. But this was money motivated. This was a robbery motivated. Now, apparently, the lawyer that was kidnapped way back then, and I guess it would be the year 2002 or whatever, was a lawyer who worked at the same firm that an uncle in the family worked at. So there's, and I know some people are looking at that, wow, that's so weird, that there's almost a family connection there too. So, going away for 20 years at 16 is pretty crazy. But this is one of the things, though, I look at. There was a prior kidnapping, but it was a man and it wasn't an SA. And I'm not saying people can't do different type crimes or things like that, but, it would just be kind of odd that somebody who kidnapped for money reasons would do a kidnapping, especially of someone very wealthy, for only SA reasons. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why I still feel that there could be, do we know of her, and do we know she comes from money? Was there another kind of plot planned for this situation for money? Okay. And it could be, and I'm, like I said, maybe there is zero higher family connection, but, that's why I still kind of feel for it being just a straight essay reason would be especially when the original offense had to do with money, the reason of kidnapping. So that's what I kind of wonder, could it be maybe there was going to be some kind of ransom kind of situation, and stuff like that. It just seemed, and I know criminals, they're dumb, but just, say you've been in there, 20 years, and I want to be very careful. Please don't get mad at me for anything, and I'm not trying to sound any kind of racial, but an African American who could potentially get caught for doing something like this to a woman in Memphis, Tennessee, what they would never see the light of day if caught, right? Though also when people do things, they always think they're going to get away with something. Okay, so what a high risk there would be just for an essay, but if there's a risk, say for kidnapping someone for maybe rich and was going to try to do some weird ransom thing, um, you know, just the way, just some things. But that would be, it would just be a very, I mean, he obviously the person's ignorant. Yes, the whole thing. I stop. This is totally stupid to do, especially like I said, someone rich comes from a family. Look, you see the results. Cops all over it. They are quick, and everything is happening pretty fast. Which that's why I'm saying, and stuff. That's why Hangman very often can be things kind of hung up. I'm hoping that is not the outcome. Certainly, that finding her and this guy won't talk. But the way they keep putting two and two together and finding things, and it's looking like per some of the things. I know they kind of swarmed in on McDonald's, and it looks like, I don't think it's confirmed, but it's looking like maybe a little bit rumors. Clothes were found in a dumpster that aren't hers, and a police saw him and called because a lot of people have seen her jogging. And I know they swarmed, and there's a whole, thing over there. A lot of people that live in the area said that, which that's another thing. So far, I don't see that in the news though. But it's just just kind of a thing. So that's why. But like I said, I'm not saying the essay doesn't happen or something, but it does make you wonder. Was the original intent money? So let's do one thing here before I start a tarot reading, because one thing I do want to, if the husband is just innocent to this, I want to try to clear it in a tarot read. And like I said, I'm not saying that everybody's gonna believe me just comes I'm a reader. It's just gonna put it out there. Okay, just put it out there and everything. So clearly already interviewed killer. Well, that's a given because they got him in custody. So I know we're pretty much looking at, it's not looking good. She's with us, and that's why I'm pulling from this deck. I'm pretty kind of feeling here that she's probably not with us. Okay. Now, I do get the card, a witness maybe not fully disclosing all the facts. Now, this could be, it looks like, there is a brother who gave them up. Maybe there's something a little bit more they know. Maybe. But then again, still did do that. Closer look at one of the suspects. Now, that is kind of popping up. Is there another suspect involved here other than this person? We'll kind of find it. Though I do get the rage card. Rage or anger was a motive. Could he have been in a pissed off mood, or, because, essay is not just, let's put it this way. I'm just trying to be careful. Essay is not always about sexual gratification. There's hatred, anger, women, yes, of course. Solved by DNA. Well, pretty much that's what we're looking at. Okay. We've got the guy's DNA. Okay. That's it. That's so far it's lining up. Certain forensic evidence, and everything. So a lot of this, I'm telling you, once your DNA is, you're done. Your goose is cooked. He might as well tell us she is. And maybe he could get a lesser sentence. Worked in the area. Well, he's probably whatever kind of work he does. There's a whole lot of DNA stuff, but there could be some contamination influencing. I'm gonna look at one more. So far, nothing and lives here. So nothing implies here so far. Like I said, already interviewed. Now it could be, could they interview, the husband, everything, all that stuff, whatever. But definitely he's the killer, no matter what. We know the husband did not put hands, but we just want to see, is he completely clear, innocent of anything with this? That's the one thing I want to look at. Okay, and stuff. And Spirit does like to clear people. Obviously, if anybody follow me, Johnny Depp, and other reads I've done where sometimes, husbands are looked at or things, we do want to look at that. But, there, like I said, when I'm reading, if a lot of people start believing, that somebody, it could influence the nature of certain things. But I still feel, like I said, something just makes me feel there may have been an intent to do some kind of ransom. It's just, I just feel that he knows, he can't not know who she is. I just, something, people know things. There's, it looks like a pretty well-known family and everything. Maybe others didn't live out there, didn't know of them, but it looks like a lot of people do. Okay. So let's, but like I said, it's not looking good she's with us. Let's go ahead and check it out. So far, no essay cards. Now, I guess I can look at these guys. Though these are not always my best. Just kind of depends. Let's see. Now, I do get the card thrown away. Now, that is supposed to be a symbol of a dumpster. I know it's not very good. We know the clothes. It's looking like found at a McDonald's dumpster. At least, maybe not 100% confirmed, so I just want to throw it out there. Be careful. But it looks like there's photos of cops at a McDonald's, and that's kind of what's been flying around. Okay, so there is some stuff. Okay, so it does pop up. So this is involved. So it is popping up, guys. So Spirit is trying to answer the question. But is this the reason, motive? Could it be, we were going to do this whole ransom thing, and then we just said, we'll just, did we get angry? Obviously, there's rage and stuff and everything. Let's kind of, no, I get the card will return. Let me just kind of see. I've got the woman card. Pop it up, and we know centers around Eliza. We've got that. Let me kind of internet, of course, everybody, of course. And like I said, there can still be good clues. People live in an area, know things, can still provide good information on the internet. Just be discerning and stuff. I just no. I get a desert. I don't think there's a desert out there. Like I said, sometimes cards can be challenged. Now I've got that kind of wanted card. We know he was wanted. There was a whole lot of things. Let me kind of look at there. So I've got something. Okay, I got the word close. That is normally my signal. She is not far away, guys. And that's one of the things. A lot of times when I'm trying to get keywords, keep me in the area region in some way. She's around and stuff. Now that card I'm not going to worry about because that always pops up because so many theories influence that. So I'm not going to worry about that. I do get the cruelty card. So some cruelty is imposed on this woman. I'm sorry to say. Definitely there's a fight, struggle, is what's going on. So far, nothing is pointing to any other things. Drugs or drinking, the person could have been high at the time. So I know there are lots of that talk. Now, remember, Seven of Cups, that could be what it's there. I do get the card Divine Help. This makes me feel spirits involved, not just the cops, but there's some divine intervention and everything. No matter what, the truth is going to come out. And like I said, if the husband is clear, Spirit will clear it. Okay, but could there always be people, kind of popping up in there? And let me kind of go and see. There could be maybe a girlfriend of this person involved. Let me just look a little more. Like I said, so far nothing, there. Yeah, I feel I'm feeling something maybe with a girlfriend of this kidnapper. Something, maybe maybe they were at a girlfriend's apartment. I feel something like a girlfriend could possibly come forward. Okay, let's get to it and stuff. Like I said, and everything. But I'm so far. But yeah, it does. I mean, it looks like she is sexually assaulted. But like I said, is that the motive, or were we going to go for some kind of ransom and we just something else goes on? We know we had a struggle, strife, violent, and that could be a violent altercation. and everything. It just seems so weird. Could we have been high, full of rage, angry, and wanted to. The one things we're going to look at, the question I want to look at, one, what is motive? I do want to look at, let's really try to cut out all the influencers. What is motive? And it does husband or really any family member have anything, behind this? It like I said, I know certain things are taken from a scene, could be routine, just a routine deal. Okay, because everybody's always going to look that direction first. That is a normal thing to do. I hope there was no, drug debt, That's a huge rumor flying, is a theory, because of, people that know him, he fought addiction. Okay. But, just, and like I said, rich people don't always go, go down in the, how do I say it, in the hood or whatever, not trying to be offensive, but I know they're kind of rougher areas to do things. There's all kinds of stuff. Very often the sun can be my innocence card as most know. Okay. And I believe it did. The sun did come up in read one. I may have to go back and look at it. I know I said certain things coming into the light. So actually, I believe the sun did come up in read one. Well, that would answer some things. Let's go ahead and look. Let's see if it pops up again. I mean, the Seven of Swords didn't come up in last time read, But it looks like, there was a little bit of challenges in the connection. Like I said, there could have been a reemergence of a, addiction. Sometimes things happen. But remember, we know this is the internet. Okay, let's kind of sort through. We want to get to, okay, so Spirit, let's, if he's clear, please show it. This is one of the things I'm asking. Try to, if I can focus, what is the motive here? What is the purpose? Is it straight essay? I know we did get the lust card. I know sometimes it could symbolize affair. It can also symbolize lusting and being, all that stuff. But let's kind of go ahead and see what they got. So, of course, we know a violent altercation. The strife card, physical can be definitely a physical altercation. That is, we all are aware of that. We know that happened. And everything. I like the fact it is the opposing, but probably the opposing to their plan. Let's put it that way. Six of Wands can be my victory card. That law enforcement, obviously, so far is being pretty successful here. They're moving fast. Should be successful finding her. I just can't see, will they offer a deal? Will they, how, I'm not sure how that all looks there. Let's go ahead and see. I believe the reason it is showing this time Princess of Wands could be she was physically running, active. The wands can indicate physical activity. And then this is the princess. Kind of running and so forth. At that time, energetic. And everything. The mother is sitting here. She was the last read, vital. Looking for daughter. All that stuff. I feel that is the actual her mother. Okay, let's kind of go ahead and look what we've got there. Definitely the guy's in jail. I told you, that's one thing I said, someone's going to jail. That was, an arrest would be made, that's not a problem. And everything. It's kind of, and remember we got that dark prince and everything. I talked about that in last read, that's all lining up. The dark prince is the one who did this, the taking, the kidnapping, and all that. This tends to be, out of all my suits, can be my dark character. No offense to Taurus, as there's a bull in it, but can be, Now let's kind of go ahead and look at, what do we want to kind of look at the energy, whatever Spirit wants to say. Yep, so that Two of Wands crossroads is popping up there. The truth will come out, Ace of Swords. That's the main thing. And this is what I want, okay? And stuff. And everything happened real fast, lightning fast, and is moving swiftly with the swiftness card. But so far, the answer to the question and everything. So there could have been a little challenges, like I said, trouble in paradise, Eight of Cups, Two of Wands. There could have been a walking away kind of energy. Maybe there were some things there. Like I said, it doesn't mean that that this is going to happen because of some turbulence in there. And that could that be feeding the machine? Just because that happens there. But yeah, we got that Two of Swords energy. and stuff. So there could have been, some challenges in the connection on the fence, some things. And then we got the High Priestess, which can represent secrets. This kind of makes me feel a little bit of thing. So, there definitely, we could say law enforcement is still keeping a lot back. The main thing is getting out there and letting you know there's an arrest. They really can't hide that because it's going to be public record. And then just getting the public energy out there and stuff. Now I do look at the Princess of Cups kind of popping up in there, and then of course Magician made her disappear and stuff. And I'm just going to keep that up there. I'm not sure Princess of Cups, if there's kind of a thing there. Let's kind of go ahead and look. Now, right now I'm looking in Eliza's section. I've got that Knight of Cups energy offering the cup. So that could imply love, affection, emotion, marriage proposals, things like that. So for the most, I mean, can be loving energy. Hangman keeps popping up in there. So there's, I'm going to have to meditate more. I feel like it's screaming at me. Definitely look at things in a different perspective, not the way everybody else is. Definitely that, okay, can be. The Ten of Swords, this did in the other video just saying, like I said, I'm not going to worry about, because I'm trying to focus more on innocence here. I don't want to confuse with second read. Like I said, I didn't point any fingers. I just talked a little more maybe about financial stuff. But the Ten of Swords, it did pop up last time. That can be an unalive. Unfortunately, and that's kind of where we're at here. And we know, okay, 3 cups, let's go ahead and see what's going on and everything. So let's kind of we're going to look in hubby's kind of energy. One of the things, I look at this, the Seven of Wands, stand up, stand your ground. It also could be a lawyer up card. I do have to take note of that and everything, so definitely kind of defend. Oppression is on his position, definitely feeling, the weight, people looking at him, okay, heavy carrying that burden and everything. So let's kind of look, but I do got the Six of Pentacles energy. Could there have been, some kind of, no, I know sometimes that could be gift or inheritance and things, that's possible. But like I said, not necessarily they're the issue. And I know a lot of people are looking at that. The Knight of Swords. I actually feel with the cruelty card, not him being cruel, I feel him expecting the worst. Where he's at, he is going through a depression. At the moment is what I get. I feel this is him, Nine of Swords, not being cruel to her. I feel something is going on, him expecting the worst, and fear. Now, but, so far, I mean, does he have any kind of connection and everything? There does make me feel there could have been financial trouble, but so far at the moment, it's not clear as far as that. But so far, I do feel, like I said, lowering up could be a normal consequence, could be instructed. But the oppression, I look at that. And then also the Knight of Swords expecting the worst. There is fear there. There is fear there of certain things. Still not done. Let me kind of go ahead and look. Hopes and fears. Let's kind of look at lovers and everything. I feel, yeah, I mean, he's not been perfect, made certain mistakes. We got that Fool card next to the lovers. The outcome is that Ace of Discs. Okay, which can, that actually, just so you guys know, like I said, maybe I'll put it up later. I got to think about it. Ace of Discs was my outcome card in my second read, which could be it could be kind of coming into money inheritance. Now, but also, let me set aside the questions. One, is hubby innocent? 2, was this straight motivated for an essay, or is this money motivated picking her? And the Ace makes me feel that this could be a kidnapping for money gone wrong, is what I kind of feel, especially if I'm ending with that a second time. Because I did end with that yesterday, which, like I said, my video, I would have uploaded it. I'm not trying to hide, like, oh, did you say something? Now you can backtrack it. No, it's not that. I just didn't feel that it would be helpful enough. I want to be more helpful. And also, but I did feel financial, kind of issues popping up in there. So, but one of the things here, and like I said, as far as any kind of little things, that nobody knows how that's going down anyway. But looking at that, this still makes me feel this whole, thing is not a straight essay situation. That maybe there was a plan to do something, hold her up, and be like, hey, if you want her back, this still makes me feel this. But looking at in, and I know the truth coming out, I just look like there are some challenges there. But looking at some of the energy here, I do feel like the weight and everything, and some genuine depression there. Now it could be, like I said, could we have gotten involved with some weirdo characters, and they're trying to be cruel, doing something punishing in some way, still I still want to kind of look at verdicts out for me. But of course, I don't feel. Let's put it this way: if we did get involved with some shady characters, because I do notice the Nine of Cups is showing us this card, which can be a gentle, loving person. Is so far what I'm kind of feeling here. So far I'm not getting a whole lot of that, and everything. But I definitely have that oppression. I'm feeling the weight, the heaviness, the energy. Probably a lot of people look at it. It's pressure, and then also expecting the worst. Some kind of dread there. And stuff. But so far not at least at the moment what I'm kind of getting. I didn't get the Sun card yet. I still want to look. Let me just throw a few things down. Yep, that Ten of Wands is popping up again. Yeah, definitely feeling oppression. Okay, I'm just gonna let me just kind of see truth coming out. Ace of Swords popping up again. That's why sometimes I like to take a second look. I know the Star is reversed. Sometimes it could be running out of hope and things like that. Three of Swords, heartache. The Hangman is just calling me, and I'm trying to figure out. I know, look at a different perspective and everything. Everybody needs to look at a different angle, not typical. Eight of Swords, back the abduction, bound up. Like I said, I feel this is so money motivated somewhere in there and everything. But we do have the Hierophant sits at the foundation here. The marriage, the union, upright. Also, it also is called the Faith card. A lot of people having faith. Yep, that Crossroad card pops up. There's definitely some things here. Some things popping up. Okay. And obviously the Magician disappearing. And stuff like that. Okay. So a couple things there. I'm not ready to necessarily rule out that we could have maybe some indirect kind of connection to this this person, this character who has done this. I still feel like I said, it doesn't feel straight. Hey, SA at 4 something in the morning. I definitely feel somebody maybe is higher on drugs. Definitely there's definitely that influence there, but it doesn't feel the motive for me. It doesn't feel the 100% motive. This could be a straight up, and that's why I kind of feel I feel definitely kind of waiting, planned, kind of energy, premeditated, definitely, Now I know some people, let's see, what was it? Okay, so, well, this happened on a Friday. Yeah, this was Friday morning. I know some people have kind of said certain things like, maybe like say people go out, maybe go to a club around that time, they're going with their, and everything. But what am I trying to say? Bear with me here. And I know certain things with fortune popping up in there. Could they have heard of, read about, could they have known of some kind of thing with a big inheritance in some kind of way, not necessarily unheard of in all this. I know some people are saying she just got inheritance. But the passing of the grandfather happened about 4 years ago. Now I know certain things can get held up if you got a big fortune, a few years, a couple of years. Some things, sometimes money is distributed quick if there is an inheritance. Sometimes it could take a very long time, sorting through all kinds of stuff. It just kind of depends. So I do not know. I'm sure she inherited something. Nobody knows. I don't think anybody knows the dollar figure or when this happened. So far, I don't get Seven of Swords, any kind of necessary betrayal here by the husband, though. In a sense of intent, like I said, maybe so the higher theory may not be there on the table there. I just, I don't know, but then at the same time, that Six of Pentacles pops up in there. which can be sometimes there. So let me just kind of sort through. We've got children. Hold on. Yeah, definitely we got a big obstacle trying to find her. There is a lot of hope, though, Star. It's just... Yeah, one of the things, that tower. Now, the tower in the Lenormand, which is what I'm looking at, can feel a sense of feeling safe, secure, and everything kind of standing. Sometimes can feel this is a little bit different in the Lenormand. Try to, okay. Okay, so I can cut out one area. I know there was, maybe, there's been a little bit of talk of nanny affair. I do get the dog. And I know I kind of there, when I got to that last card, could be, sometimes it could be my symbol. Let's wipe that out. The dog is normally loyal. So this does make me feel, it doesn't look like an affair is an issue, that we're gonna take that off the table and stuff. Yeah, see, I've got that mice, which could be the robber mice. I'm still feeling this was the intent was financial. Some kind of payday thing. Now I do get mountain and tree, and I know we're looking to see the tree. Could be a forest, maybe it is one of these park forest areas and stuff. And we've got the lady here. Okay, so it looks like so far what we're kind of after we kind of sort through. Because like I said, I know rumors can influence the tarot, not making excuses or anything. I wasn't too worried too hard about, affair just wasn't the big deal for me. I definitely didn't feel like, oh, I fell in love with another woman, and none of that came in the first read. But it looks like the dog loyal. Okay, so I'm going to take that, definitely that comes off the table, is what I've got there. One thing I can't 100% take off the table, though, is if these two are connected in some way 100%. That's one thing I can't. I do not feel, though, looking at that Nine of Swords, which can be expecting the worst oppression, and then having oppression, carrying a heavy burden, carrying a weight in there, kind of thing, you know, um, maybe could have gotten to some money kind of issue. Um, but there's definitely some kind of a dread there. And let's put it this way: I don't believe the husband wants this to have happened. Let's put it that way. There's not. I'm not feeling that. If God forbid, I hope not. I hope not. Except I would, no matter what. This is looking. We pray for the best, but we're kind of anticipating the worst. But I would hope, no matter what, those that we love would not be behind it. Okay. And I just want to kind of look. But I do notice nothing, at least in that read, came up, at least for, hubby at the moment, an issue with using anything or whatever at the moment. I'm just going to do, something tells me to go to Lightseer for a minute. Something, just some things that are kind of stored in my mind. Just kind of a little conversation I'm having with the Most High here. Okay. And then I will try keywords again. I do want to try to do that if at all possible. So, like I said, I just felt all over the map. I felt really fighting. Some keywords come easy. This one, I was kind of fighting for it. One of the things that let's just kind of consider, I know she's jogging, but it doesn't, and some people said nobody jogs with a debit card. That's not necessarily so. How many people have went on a jog and stopped at a Starbucks and get a coffee and things like that. Could this also be intent to rob, and then it all goes south? Okay, especially if they know she has money. I'll show you in a minute what I'm saying. You know that there's a potential there. Well, that you know, I know light seers has different races, Caucasian, like Caucasian, African American, just you know, different races there. Okay, just like I said, another kind of look see. Okay, we do got okay. That is okay. But sometimes that's why, and I feel maybe this the guy who was arrested maybe has a girlfriend. She may know something. Just something I'm feeling. Okay, just something I'm feeling. Okay, this is kind of. I'm glad I chose light seers. I'm going to kind of show you. Let me lower it down. Just something said pick this little deck, which I know this is a small deck. I did end up getting a regular size one in the mail. I still need to shuffle it. It might be a knockoff. I might have accidentally got a knockoff. Long story. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse position. Now, just one of the things, I know it does show a woman. You could kind of see her doing kind of, you know, work and everything. One thing there with that, the Eight of Pentacles is also the Sun in Virgo energy as well. We do show a woman. There's a woman at the focal point here. The crossing card is the Sun. Okay, so energy. One of the things, some innocence there is kind of popping up. I know the Sun comes in very first read. I probably should have realized that could be an issue that's popping up there. But this, remember what I said, you know, something maybe with more robbery versus SA motive. I want you to kind of look at the foundation here. See that Four of Pentacles? See that she's holding on. Now this is in reverse. Don't worry about the reversal. But see how she's got that purse and money and kind of holding on to. I'm telling you, I still feel that somehow this person knows. I don't think he didn't know who she was. I guess that's just what it comes down to. And knows she comes from money. I still feel a money motivated kind of energy here. The Magician, it is reversed. Like I said, don't worry about the reversal. Make it or disappear. I feel Queen of Wands reversed. Queen of Wands can also, remember the Princess of Wands shows the last one. I know there's a lot of energy here, but also can be, you know, the fire energy fighting back, you know, kind of stuff. But she is, see how she's kind of, the Four of Pentacles can have to do with money, clutching the purse, you know, and everything, trying to take the money, you know, and everything, you know, which I think she would necessarily hold on to and clutch a purse, but I feel that it does seem to insinuate I'm trying to kind of probe money here, okay, that kind of thing. The Knight of Pentacles can be people kind of looking for her, going out there, you know, not just even officers, but just regular citizens are kind of, you know, checking the area and stuff. And then we've got that kind of, that Fool card kind of popping up in there, you know, and there's, you know, kind of leap of faith, leap into the unknown. Was she a little trusting, maybe of surroundings, you know, and things like that. And yes, here we go. Nine of Wands popping up in there. And notice, like I said, as I'm using this deck, we do have an African American, and that's also sometimes why I like to maybe use a deck here. So this is definitely, everything is surrounding around this guy. Okay, so it's kind of signaling out, picking, you know, certain people versus something going on. In her position, this is the death. It is in reverse. I'm not too worried about the reversal meaning, but it is. I would love, God, I would hope that. What was I going to say? She would still be locked up somewhere and everything. It would be fantastic. I know that Get Free, I was kind of hopeful and everything, but it's not looking good, her position. But this Knight of Swords energy here kind of reversed. This is a reversal. You know, we've got this kind of, you know, kind of running and everything, where certain things kind of, you know, not thought out through carefully and things. Yeah, absolutely. And see, in the hopes and fears, I'm telling you, I just feel a girlfriend, a woman has information, maybe someone he knows. The end card is Strength reverse. That, you know, this, you know, kind of overpowered a kind of energy with all this, which can be and stuff, you know, the fighting back and everything. But we got, you know, clearly right there, you know, yeah, we got that. Sun does pop up in this one. And I'm still, like I said, the question I was kind of feeling, just motive. It just feels, I just feel there's some kind of, thing in there that this was going to be some kind of robbery or maybe a kidnap. Maybe we've got a thing, and it feels like something goes wrong. Maybe she fought back harder than anticipated, expected. Something gets kind of bumbled in the whole thing. Okay, so this is what I've got there. So far, though, it looks like, for all intents and purposes, with certain things, hubby kind of feeling the weight of the world on shoulders and stuff. I'm not 100% that I'm separated from there could be, like I said, as far, as a connection, but I'm not necessarily seeing one either at the moment, with this. I don't, it's not looking like necessarily paid somebody to do something, for him, that, like, for example, say that was the case, why have an essay in there too? I just can't see that, happening and stuff. That would happen as well if this was a straight paid hire kind of situation. And yeah, just ending with that Eight of Pentacles, I'm telling you, a lot makes me feel that there was some kind of, I feel like kidnap plan, maybe was going to do some kind of ransom gone wrong. And like I said, there could be something that we don't know of, because why is the FBI coming in? And if they're going to get in, there's usually something like that is the reason why. So either they're preparing in case that's what it was, because of the wealth in the family, or or there was some kind of signal or something that we don't know of. Because remember, there's still things that they're not talking about and everything. But so far, but it looks like the sun is, I know it's the opposing, does seem to be popping up in there. But I did want to give the dog loyal. It doesn't look like it. I know there's kind of rumors, nanny, whatever. I'll squash that for sure. The dog is going to be my symbol. There's not that going on and everything and stuff. So the lust probably looks like, situation, that whatever goes on here, that, this, it does, like I said, we got the sexual assault card. That's pretty clear. That one is pretty clear. Could have been, like I said, could be high at the time and everything. There's some, definitely some seedy stuff there. Yes, let's go to keywords. I don't, okay. I still got her page up here. I'm going to keep, even though I don't have a lot. No, let's get another page. Let's start over. I've got her energy back. But yeah, like I said, I hope they're not connected. But I can't 100% erase it. Just saying, there's some things I can't 100% erase it. But I don't get any kind of intent from the partner that they want something to happen. Listen, I guess I want to rule that for sure. Okay, that no matter what, this is not something they wanted to happen. Or anything. Could we have gotten in trouble with somebody in some way? Is some weird retaliation. I'm just, I'm gonna leave that kind of as a hole in the universe and stuff. But I definitely, I just don't feel, definitely opportunity. We saw that in the first read, but I just don't feel the intent is totally for an essay. I still feel something with, look at it, maybe some kind of energy for to get paid. Now I will say though, if I'm wrong, nobody's 100% can be right 100% of the time. This is a straight essay. He's the stupidest person in the world. Okay, because he picked the wrong person to decide to go out at 4 in the morning and essay, and just a wrong person. I can say that 100%, 100%. Okay, so I've got her photo up here, kind of with an article. I do want to kind of look at, and we're going to kind of focus so we know she was taken. And let's kind of go ahead and write that. It was Friday, and it looks like at about 4:20 is what we're kind of looking at. It is Friday 4:20. Now I know I rolled last time. Let's go ahead and roll again. Let's just kind of get that energy. I know that Moon in Capricorn is pretty significant. Are we going to get anything different here? Okay. So we do got that number 6 is popping up. I do get 6. Now I got something with the number 11. Something with the number 11 is popping up. Let me just write that to a side. Something with Leo. Now, there could be, he could be a Leo. I would have to look at birth date or something. I do get something with the symbol Leo popping up. Could be something with the, now let's see, Capricorn Moon. That could be further in. So some things could pop up on the 11th. I know 9/11, we know that's a significant date. I'm going to try. Okay, so we know we're about Memphis. Let's try to see if I can do any better. Let me just humor myself, just to, I want to see something. Missing Eliza Fletcher. Yeah, he even cleaned the vehicle of interest. That could be maybe where there could be some damage DNA. Remember that card? There was a lot of DNA forensic stuff. Okay, is going to do, and as well as a video. But that the cleaning could mess up some of the DNA possibly. Could be an issue. It could be an issue. Oh man, and this guy, yeah, he's 38 years old. He spent most of his life in prison. So there could be, resentment. Of course, I'm angry at the world because I spent, the good part of my years in jail and things like that. But just even to lose your sandals and not throw them in the car and leave them behind, it's just, that just doesn't make any sense, especially with the way these guys formed and everything. So, but yeah, let's bring her photos up. Let's just, for a moment, get some energy. Okay, let's focus. We know that. Okay, so we got maybe a 6 and 11 is popping up in here, some kind of signal. So we're looking like 6. I'm hoping she can be found at least by the 6. That would be great. Okay, so I do got to get to work. I know I got a lot of stuff to do today. I got to get to work. Let's go ahead. Something I'm hearing with the word maroon. I'm just going to put that. I'm just going to put that to the sign. Is that Maroon? A color, obviously, a color of something. Let me just go ahead. I'm just going to set it to the side. I'm not going to worry about focusing on it too hard. I know sometimes people, if they have any connection, they'll let me know if anything means anything. I hear something with the word subsidize. So I'm not sure if these apartments or we were living in maybe some kind of subsidized housing type of thing, but I just hear subsidize. Just something with it, okay? Not sure how we are. I know they said he was taken from that Lakes apartment. I don't know if he's a resident there necessarily. I don't think it necessarily clarified. I believe that's what it Lakes or something like that. Okay, just set this aside. I'm not worried about that. Listen, focus. Where is she? That's all I care about at the moment. That's a weird word to hear. Hold on one second. Could that be Sonata, Memphis, Tennessee? Whoop. Hold on. Sonata, Memphis, Tennessee. No, that sounds like more of a car. I wonder if there was a vehicle that is a Hyundai involved in something somehow. Okay, something weird. Unless we're kind of near something. Let me just set that aside. Okay, not going to worry about that. Hold on a sec. Just clear. I'm getting a visual of a barrel, like a barrel. Now, I don't know. Could we be put in a barrel or something with a barrel? Just something. And now, it could be also representative, but definitely something like, I feel I put in, like, but I get a visual of a barrel. Unless it's kind of represented being put in something like a barrel. Just a quick, but I feel we're put in something. Okay? Something like that. Come on, Mama, where are you? Definitely don't feel you with me, unfortunately. I wish you were. So it's something. God, I keep thinking about what 10 to Life said about those garden shears. I hope to God those weren't used on her in any way. Just, let's just hope that's nothing to do. And I hope we're clear How that all gets in there, I don't know. It's just a strange thing to walk out with. But I'm not going to worry about that, which is focus. I'm hearing something like treetop, treetop. Hold on one sec. Now that feels more name oriented. It certainly would not be in a treetop. I would find that hard to believe. But let me just treetop Menton. Oh God, I can't talk. Hold on. Treetop, Memphis, Tennessee. Trying to see if there's any something tree. Okay, okay. There is. Hold on. Zipline and Treetop Adventure 2022 Memphis. Where is this? It looks like take a break from the city and explore Tennessee's natural landscape at a zip line and obstacle course, conveniently located just 20 minutes outside Memphis. Is that part of Shelby? Shelby Park? I think somebody on my page mentioned Shelby Park. Hold on one sec. Shelby Park's Treetop Adventure. Okay, now I do know that somebody on my page mentioned Shelby because they were saying North End Shelby Forest. Now I'm hearing Treetop, okay, and there is something called Zipline and Treetop Adventure 2022. Now is this, hold on, is this in the Shelby though? Hold on. Take a break from the city to explore Tennessee's natural landscape at a zipline and obstacle course conveniently located just 20 minutes outside Memphis. Unlike some zipline courses, no ape is set at a conservative park. I'm just gonna mutilate that word. And was designed to prevent adverse effects on their environment. To find a wide range of okay, where is this? Yes, set in Shelby Farms and Conservancy Park. Okay, so I know what these are. The Forester, I was hearing that, and it could be forest. Now, I did have a tree in the Lenormand as well as a mountain, but the mountain can also represent an obstacle. I'm aware of that. But hearing treetop, which also there is a name for this little course in Shelby Park, and even somebody went over to my page. Let me go to my page, and it was the only comment on my page here. So this is interesting. This is just that's why I was like, is this a name? There is a name for something at Shelby Park with the word treetop. Okay, so hold on, and maybe they are a reader too. That is a possibility. But I believe they said they live in the area. So hold on a minute, guys. Hold on. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm doing my best. I'm trying. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm trying. Okay. So let me kind of go to what she said. Okay, actually, there's a few comments here. Hold on. Okay, so the person who it looks like there's another. Yeah, it says they said this. This is somebody who commented on my page. Shelby Forest, and she capitalized Forest because I was saying Forester, maybe a forest in the north end of Memphis, and I don't know direction much of Memphis. Okay, and I said thank you. Yes, I don't always know what it is. I just relay it. I don't. When I hear keywords, I just and that's why I Google to try to put things together with a map. I'm hoping if all found right in between 3 and 6, like I said, which now today is the 4th. Cap Moon days I found are 5 and 6. Is just what I commented. And you're welcome. I live here and know the places you talked about. Okay, so they may be feeling that is an option. It's just kind of weird that somebody said that. They, like I said, they could be a psychic who lives in the area. I do not know. Maybe they'll comment on my YouTube. I'm not sure. But I'll leave the name off unless they want to say something. Though, of course, they may go to my page and see who said it, I guess. But considering Treetop is a name, let's go ahead and pull that up again. Let me just... Treetop and Memphis, Tennessee. And it always mutilates what I say. Yeah, there it is. No, hold on. No. Treetop and Shelby and Memphis, Tennessee. We'll do it that way. Yeah, it looks like it's overall something called Go Ape Zipline and Adventure Park, Memphis, Tennessee. But they do call it, yeah, Go Ape Zipline and Treetop Adventure, Shelby Farms Park, Memphis, Tennessee. There's a whole zipline and treetop ropes. Now that would kind of make sense, why they call it treetop, because you put the zipline at the top of the trees. Of course. Okay, okay. So let's kind of, I'm going to try to find hold that this could be our area connection. Now let me just, I just want to check something, because I know, and it is called Shelby Farms Park. Is that correct? Shelby Farms Park. No, I don't know if the Shelby, yeah, it is a forest setting. Okay. Shelby Farms Park and downtown Memphis Pyramid. How far are these? I forgot to do. Sorry. Shelby Farms Park and Memphis, Tennessee, and Pyramid, Memphis, Tennessee. I did it again. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking, guys. I know I got to get to work soon. Shelby Farms Park in Memphis. No, I'm not doing it right. Stop. I'm just not good at this. How far is Shelby Farms Park from the downtown Memphis, Tennessee Pyramid? 24 minutes.
To Shelby Farms Park is 19.2 miles.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we went in that some downtown, and there could be, maybe went to downtown for some other thing. I don't know. Just something, and that's what I want to be careful, but I do feel kind of all the path. Map. Now, let me see, okay, University of Memphis, right? Oh. How far is Shelby Farms Park from University of Memphis? 14 minutes. 14 minutes.
7.1 miles.
Okay. Now, I know they were checking in Overton Park, but considering a couple things, it is interesting. Like I said, I didn't know that there was a treetop at the Shelby, but it is interesting that somebody kind of commented that, maybe that Shelby is a north end direction, which, like I said, I don't know, but they somehow, were saying north end of this could be, maybe, from that university. It is north. It looks like, let me show you guys, for those not familiar with the area, I am one of them, just so you know, that direction. I'm not sure exactly where that McDonald's necessarily is located, but I'm sure it's in there somewhere. But it's like I said, now that is not totally confirmed, but it's kind of looking like the way everybody swarmed on the McDonald's, that they probably found something in the dumpster. We did get the thrown away dumpster card that I did show you guys. That something doesn't mean this or she's thrown away. But yeah, something with like a barrel or a barrel. Now, I don't know. I'm just going to humor myself here. Shelby Farms Park, Memphis, Tennessee, and barrels. I don't know if they've got... No, I don't see anything that says anything about barrels. I was just wondering if they have some kind of thing or some kind of... Yeah, it's just something that... And like I said, it could be just... try to say maybe being enclosed in something. It's super hard to say. Okay, I'm going to try to focus on a couple things. I do have to get going. Not that I would want to cut off on this, but treetop, and then it connecting to Shelby Park. It's real close to the Memphis thing. I definitely should be. They probably have looked at it or are starting to look at it. But something is there significant, especially with the word treetop in that, with some kind of zip line thing in that park. That is pretty interesting. Let's go. I don't know how maroon kind of fits in there. I know we got... Could we possibly get a number? A number kind of... I know what... I hear the number 78 is kind of popping up in there. I don't know if that's relevant. I'm just going to sit with that. I'm hearing something kiddie area. So hold on. There's like a kiddie area, a kiddie park. Hold on. Let me just kind of see Shelby Park Farms and Kiddie Park. Okay, so they do have it looks like this Shelby water playground, kids playground. Could be possible. I'm just hearing kind of some kiddie park, kiddie park. So maybe in some kind of park area, something, something weird in a kiddie park type of thing, possibly. Now, like I said, if we're at Shelby, but I still for this kind of kiddie, some kiddie area, kiddie park area, something like that. Maybe something kids, something. Though obviously would be hidden concealed. I don't know. Maybe there's a big old foresty kind of thing in this, but just something kind of in this general. Hold on. Let me just. I just want to look at something. Hold on. Just overall, what is? That's what I wanted to look at. Okay, hold on one second. Shelby Farms, just Shelby Farms Park, Memphis, Tennessee. Address.
Shelby Farms Park is at 6903 Greatview Drive North, Memphis, Tennessee, 38134.
I want to look at the address. Did I write any significant numbers down? I did write a 68 and a 62. Now, the address is 6903 Greatview Drive North, Memphis, Tennessee, 38134. I did write, I know it's not 100% close, but I did write a 62 and a 68. Now, I don't know how the addresses go in the area, if there could be a 68 something, Greatview Drive or something. But it's just remembering that I did write 68, 62. Maybe Spirit was trying to give me something in the 60s. That's why I wanted to look at the address. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not 100% on that. I also wrote down 145. Let me just check something here, if that has any connection. I'm just trying to narrow if this could be something significant. So Shelby Park, Farms Park, and let's look at this way. Shelby Farms Park and 145. Is there anything that could connect this area? No, I don't see connecting the area to the 145. Oh, hold on, wait. No, but this is what it says. Okay, I said 145, but my phone's about to die. One of the things they say, Shelby Farms is a public park located in Shelby County, Tennessee, United States, da 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 da. But what it does say, because I was saying 145, could that be connected to Shelby? It is 4,500 acres and covers more than 5 times the area of Central Park in New York City. It is 40. Oh my God. I know it's not exactly 145. Remember, Spirit is not perfect. But that's what I was like. Could there be a connection with 145 and Shelby Park? Shelby Park is 4,500 acres. 45. So there is, it's close. I know it's not. I know it's not exactly the number 4,500, but 45 is pretty damn close. I'm not saying, I know 45 and 45 or 145 and 4,500. The math is different, but the number 45. Like I said, the guides could be trying to point to numbers of significance to point to a location. That's very serendipity that it's 4,500 acres approximate. And I did write 145. Okay, so kind of what I'm looking at, like I said, the one person who kind of mentioned Shelby, There could be, like I said, it could be serendipity. There could be a reason. They do say it has kind of maybe a north end angle. Just like I said, I don't know the area. I don't know if they call that North End, Memphis. I don't know. But also the fact that treetop, there is something there, like a little zip line thing, ape whatever, and treetop, there is something named that at Shelby Park. The fact that it's 4,500 acres, I did write 145, okay? Could be what Spirit was trying to say. Hey, it's 4,500 acres. It's, and like I said, if anybody wonders, as far as why does the Spirit just say she's there and make it all clear, don't know. That is a mystery to me. I don't know. Is it sending info is real hard? I don't know. But this is something to look at here. So what I'm kind of look at, definitely, some kind of things maybe pointing to that part. And I'm hoping they check it. Maybe we could be close to a kitty area. Like I said, I was getting a visual of a barrel. I'm not necessarily saying it could be something like maybe enclosed, like it's something in my put. Now, true, like those trash cans, those. God, I hope not. That would be horrible. But like say when you go to a park, there's trash cans. There's those. They look like a barrel. Could we be putting something like that? Maybe in a park, and maybe instead of buried or put in a forest, maybe we're putting to some kind of barrel canister, because that could be what the guides are trying to say. Like, how they have a lot of times at the parks, they're like a metal barrel for a trash can. Maybe something like that. Which I would hope not. This is kind of what I'm looking at. I've spent about an hour and 20 minutes on this, and so I'm hoping. Like I said, I always hope for the best, that they are found, and maybe they're locked up somewhere, tied up. I hope to God that would be, that's always my wish, that everything. But if we're looking at what we're looking at and everything, this is let's just say this is the keywords area region that I'm kind of feeling that we could potentially be in. I do hope this helps, and let's just keep updated. Like I said, let's just pray for the best, no matter what.